Good morning and good evening, wherever you are, ResortFest watchers. My name's MixMastaPJ, and I'm playing Joshua in the Battle of Jericho. Wasn't really planning on doing this tonight, but it's a fun game nonetheless. If you haven't heard anything about this game before, that's totally fine. Most people haven't. It's one of the wonderful selection of games provided to you by the Wisdom Tree Incorporated. They skinned a lot of other games to be Christian. There's some Bible trivia questions that we're going to try and skip through as fast as possible in order to go fast and save some frames. I'm going to avoid talking too much about a lot of that stuff because I don't tend to be very knowledgeable and don't want to be wrong or insensitive in any of that. But there are going to be some things here where we're moving some things around and trying to acquire some items, and hopefully it's a fun little trek along the way. So we're going to get started here in just a sec. Get our splits ready. And go. Be courageous, Joshua, he says. We'll try. Okay, that blue and white thing, we gotta find 5 of those before we leave. They're like the trivia questions there. And those rocks can fall on us, and you see that we died there, so. We'll try not to let that happen again. Alright, we weren't supposed to let those fall down. That's okay. We'll come back around and be safe about it. That's okay. Take the safe strats. We are in a marathon after all. Right. We also have to acquire the right amount of currency there. You can see up there at the top it says 74 out of 78. I'm not quite sure what the currency was back then and why these blue jugs happen to contribute to it, but they do. These guys are bad guys. They don't like what we're doing. Once again, not entirely certain of the premise with that, but yeah. I am Uncle Slam. I'm gonna try to push this one to the limits, but I'm gonna also try and be a little bit more careful because it's been a month or two since I picked this one up. It was kind of a last minute thing thrown together. I want to make sure that I can actually show you guys the 10 levels here. Do that. That guy. There is a lot of memorization to this game, or at least for optimal play purposes, which kind of doesn't make it super ideal all the time as a speedrun game. Or there we go. Used to have a map, but yeah. Be courageous, Joshua, is what we're doing. That is exactly right. Let's see if I can get these questions right or not. Nope. Sorry, try again next time. Rats. Rats. I'm a genius. Look how smart I am. Alright. We only need 6 of these for the math to work out, right? We'll try and get to a spot here where we can shoot this guy before... Okay. That'll get us to a spot here, rather than having to wait an extra cycle. Cool. Good job, Joshua. Good job, Joshua. Dig Dug was such a ripoff. Rats. Didn't study that one. Didn't study that one either. Man. Really good at question 4. I think we're undefeated against question 4. Alright. I think we want that. And that gives us the wave gun that kind of shoots a little bit further. Good job, Joshua. Alright, we're 40% done. Levels are going to get a little bit trickier now. Ooh, questions aren't, though. Ah. spoke too soon. Oh man, question 4 got us. Alright. This level is a lot more about routing and setting up appropriately. Because we want to make sure we pick that thing up to get the power up. We have to get this guy. And we're at 29 out of 30 currency, which is just fine. Because we'll pick up 30th right there. And our last question. Even had a little bit extra to spare.
Good job, Joshua.
Alright, we're gonna see a new mechanic in the next level with bombs. And, well, okay. I don't want to, I don't want to say they're bombs. They don't look like bombs, but they behave like bombs in other video games. So, I'm not quite sure of the object that it's supposed to be. But, you can plant them, and then you can shoot them with your music note, and they explode. So, they're bombs as far as I'm concerned. But, I'm not quite sure. Someone could educate me that a little bit better, and I would be happy to use the correct terminology if that would make people happier. Alright. A little bit of the longer way through there, but that's definitely the safer strat. Because then that guy gets stuck back that way, and we can do our bomb thing. Gotta go through all that just to get this one question tile. Try not to bonk into too many walls here. Get you and get out. And if you shoot these areas before you blow them up, they turn into money for some reason. I never quite crunch the numbers as to why that... Oh man, we might have just screwed ourselves. Because now, we have to blow up a bomb to get out of here. And we are done dead. That's okay. That area is weird. Sometimes, like, certain spots will just, like, respawn for no reason after you seemingly blow them up. And it's never been really clear to me as to why that's the case. And the game fact doesn't really have all that information on it for you to really understand how this game works anyway. Go figure, not a lot of intel and how-tos in this video game. Too close there, tried to cheat the bomb, and we're a little bit less than a hitbox away. We'll be alright. The voice from above wants us to be courageous. So that's what we're gonna do. Get that money. That one's blatantly money. The gold thing with the dollar sign on it. Alright. Man. Alright. Courageousness. That's what we need. I don't know how many other Wisdom Tree games you guys have ever seen. Well, I'm the record holder on this. I'm also the record holder on Exodus, and the Journey to the Promised Land, which is kind of a clone of this game. I'm not quite sure if Bible Adventures and Super Noah's Ark 3D and all those games are also under the Wisdom Tree umbrella. I played Bible Adventures as a child, but have not played it anytime recently. I know that one's got a lot of mini-game action going on with it between David and Goliath and Noah's Ark and Baby Moses. I think Author Blues is the record holder on all of those games. How much more do we need? 6 more? Alright. Does that get us there? I need 1 more. Oh, I probably should shoot that. There we go. There we go. Took us way too long on that level. Let's check our trivia knowledge here. Oh, we got it. 2 for 2. Ah. Oh, man. 40%. We're getting better, though. Alright. This level's got a pretty complicated ending that we're going to play it super safe with our number of lives here. But a speedrun strat would be super duper aggressive with it. I don't think we're in a position to try that. If we had 2 lives, I would try it once for sure. But you'll see this very complicated wall that we have ahead of us. And it will make sense as to why we're going to be well, we're very conservative with that either. That's okay. All is forgiven. Well, now we can get aggressive with that one thing at the end. Get squished. If anyone in chat is, like, super knowledgeable about this stuff, and could, like, fill me in as to why there's so many people, like, is Joshua a bad guy? I don't know. But there seems to be a lot of the general public here against him. And I don't know if that's, for good reason or not. I want to make sure that I'm not the bad guy. I can't imagine I would be, but you never know with the lessons these things are trying to teach you. Joshua's good. Got it. Thank you. I said I'm doing my absolute best to make sure I'm not being, like, insensitive at all with this stuff. I imagine that this is things that many people are far more knowledgeable about than I am. Alright, so we need all the money that's in there. Well, actually, we don't need all of it, but more importantly, there's a random question hidden in there. So we gotta go get that, obviously. And the physics of these things falling down is just can be brutal sometimes, so yeah, we need that question. So you can see this wonderful avalanche of rocks. Can't shoot through money, apparently. Alright, I think we're safe to get this. Marathon strats. Where's our last one? I miss it? Map. Oh. It's not there. Hold on a second. We done missed it. It's saying 4 out of 5. There it is. There's our exit. Gotcha. Walking around the walls of Jericho for days and days. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Alright, cool. This is my favorite level because it seems like it's... You'd think that it's going to be harder, especially with, like, the introduction of new bad guys. But it's totally not. It's, like, totally fine. Like, this big giant knight guy, he seems super scary. Until you're just like, eh, here's a big old rock. That thing rocks. Alright. Can't take all these weapons for granted. Now, let's see here. These guys also look really spooky. Haven't seen them before? Well, we're not going to see them again. Great. And these things, what, birds? What if I shoot it? Oh my gosh! Yeah, whatever, guys. Don't even care. I just want that. And we're gonna make it rain all these trophies. I don't know if, Joshua was a fan of making it rain, but I don't think that was a thing back then. But that was just showering him with money. And now we got this knight who's guarding the exit. Not very good at the guard. Yeah, but that has like a bunch of random enemies we never see again. No. Yeah, well, at least not in these first few levels. If you guys look up a YouTube speedrun of this, there's a guy who, I think he played the game for like 41 hours or something, beat all 100 levels. But he like recorded the entire thing. All his game overs and everything. That was just a little bit more than I was willing to dedicate. Uh-oh, we gotta be careful. That bull up there is pretty scary. Alright, those guys are all going low, right? Good. Oh man, I bumped into one of them. So those purple things back there are mirrors, so your music note that you fire bounces off of it and comes firing right back at you. Always don't want to ever forget those question tiles that are hidden underneath those music notes. That's how they get you. You never see them coming. I want them to all come down this hallway. Alright. Get safe from these dummies. Get you. Now, if you expose the bull there, he will charge right at you and kill you. It is unblockable. Okay, this is a problem. Alright, we did it. And we barricaded ourselves from the bad guys. And we are out. Alright, one more level. And we will be out of here. And we got 5 more trivia questions. Oh yeah. Rats. We got the true-false question correct. Oh, look at that. That is a 60%. In some high schools, that is considered passing. I don't want to say we're experts, but we're basically experts. He says, good job, Joshua, and then he says, be courageous, Joshua. I think the entire budget of this game was spent just on those voice clips. Or you... Oh, man. This is bad. This is real bad. Is there somebody else commentating, or are you talking about the guy in the game? I am just the runner, MixMastaPJ. Uh-oh, we missed one of these stupid questions. Oh, it's hiding here. Oh, man, we got hit by a rock! We get bonus coverage of me being bad. Alright. Stay up top. Alright. Oh, the guy talking constantly? I don't know. It might be... Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna say it might be Jesus and it might be God. I am not at liberty to say with any kind of confidence. At the risk of upsetting anybody. Let's just say that whoever it is worthy of our respect. And I will not call out the commentator. I'm just gonna beat his game instead. And that is time. 1843 might be my worst time ever, but, you know, it's after midnight on a last-minute run. We did it. I I feel like I should have saved this game for Sunday, but you know what? A Saturday night or a Friday night, Saturday morning, little session here. That ain't so bad either. So that was Joshua in the Battle of Jericho. I would implore anyone who found that run to be relatively of a struggle to try it themselves and take the world record, and we can race this next time, because this game's a whole lot more fun than I made it look. I promise. So thanks for watching, guys. I hear there's a 007 game coming up next. So I know that one's going to be awesome to watch. Or there was a 007 game coming up next. It might be Mario Odyssey now that's coming up next. Both those games are insane. So please come check those out. Thanks for watching ResortFest this weekend. And really, seriously, thanks CMDR. That guy put in so much work and has slept like 2.5 hours last night. I don't expect him to sleep much more than that tonight. So he's the real MVP through all this. So make sure you give him a follow. Even if you're not interested in the Mario games and Wii Sports stuff, he's been playing. He's a great guy, and he's definitely worth checking out. So thanks for watching tonight, guys, and I hope you guys really enjoy the next run too.